Banshees are usually floating, spectral figures wailing and being frightening. There is an old belief that they are the harbingers of death, but in reality, they are the omens of death, or one of omens. Banshees are female spirits from Irish mythology who come from the other world to warn humans that someone in their family is going to die very soon. Although banshees are often imagined as angry creatures who hate humankind, not all of them are like that. In fact, some banshees are actually former humans who continue to watch over their families. When they make themselves known, they take the appearances of beautiful young women that sing enchanting yet sorrowful songs that speak of their concern and love for their families. Their songs can only be heard if a family member is nearing the end of their life. However, just as there are good banshees, there are also bad ones. These banshees experienced unhappy lives, and therefore are full of anger and hatred towards those who wronged them. When they manifest, they appear as old women with blood-red eyes. Several days before a family member is going to die, they will howl in celebration and sadistic glee. Even though banshees are mostly omens of death, they can cause death themselves. If they want someone to die, then they will shriek and wail for them to hear until the person goes insane and commits suicide. However, it is important to note that they are unable to actually kill someone themselves unless ordered to, and instead have to rely on tricks to drive that person down the path towards suicide. Despite being low-ranking spirits, banshees are very knowledgeable about death and are known for their lethal screams, which can cause insanity and/or death. They have all the standard powers and abilities of low-ranking spirits as well as several additional powers of their own. Benevolent banshees, with their serene and gentle melodies, announce the impending end of life for one of the family members. On the other hand, wrathful banshees, with all their horror and disdain, symbolize sorrow and vengeance, showcasing lives filled with pain and injustice. Both types of banshees possess their own powers and unique characteristics, including common earthly abilities of spirits and special powers such as fortune-telling. These mythical beings are enigmatic and influential creatures in the human world, narrating tales of love, loss, and revenge with both splendor and darkness. In fictional storytelling, banshees are often portrayed as eternal beings who exist in a realm partly disconnected from human reality, living outside the constraints of mortal life and death. They neither live in a mortal sense nor do they die, rather, their existence is set in a different time and space than that of humans. While it could be imagined that in storytelling, banshees might face attacks from other mythical creatures and consequently be trapped or even destroyed, this doesn't equate to a conventional notion of death. In such cases, they might typically be revived or reappear for various reasons. However, in fictional narratives, it's conceivable that banshees could be vanquished by losing their powers or under specific circumstances, which might be depicted as a form of death within the context of the story. Nonetheless, in reality, concepts of life and death aren't applicable to them.